Ladies and gentlemen, Bungie is finally making another game that's not Destiny. It's called Marathon. It's actually a franchise that they originally made in the 1990s. Then it was abandoned for them to work on Halo, which became an insanely ginormous success. Then they sold off Halo to Microsoft, and then they worked on Destiny for the last decade or so. But now they're finally going to have another IP, and they've brought back Marathon. So what is Marathon? Well, it's a competitive shooter, but the question is, what will it be in the modern era? Will it be online co-op, team looting, shooting? Will it be more like Apex Legends? Will it be like a Destiny thing? I don't know. Let's find out. So there's two different trailers that were released. There was a Marathon gameplay trailer, and then there was an extended gameplay overview. So what I'd like to do, let's first watch this 2-minute Marathon gameplay trailer. I'll give you my thoughts on this, and then if we want to watch more of the breakdown in the longer video, we can do that, okay? All right, so here we go. Marathon.
The end of all things. But the dream is not over. My dream. Yours. Now. Run.
I do have a lot to say, but let's wait for it to end, and then I'm going to say some stuff. But let's actually watch it to the end, okay? Okay, that's the video. Didn't the gameplay elements look like Destiny? Didn't the movement, the gunplay, it looked like Destiny. It didn't look like a different game or franchise. It looked like it was a reskinned Destiny. It looked like what they wanted to do was make it look different. So definitely all of the graphics are different. It's a different visual style, but it looks like Destiny to me. I was looking at some of this, like the sniping looked exactly the same. The punch, when he punched. And the other thing that's weird to me, why did they make a trailer with 30 frames? It's supposed to be a high-end, highly produced AAA competitive shooter. Why is it a 30 frame per second demo video? Is that not weird? Why would they not have this out in 60 frames or higher to showcase what they can do to make it look good? Cinematic quality works if you're doing a cinematic. Do you understand? Like, for example, if that was just showing cutscenes and all the cutscenes were in 30 frames, I would have been like, oh, exciting. But that was, why even make the video in 30 frames if it's supposed to be showing gameplay? That's a fail to me. Really, that's a fail. They should have only released this in 60 frames. Now, I'm being told it was released on various different formats. So now I'm officially on the Marathon channel on YouTube, and this is at 4K resolution. And watch this, ready? They literally only released this in 30 frames, so everyone was full of crap. It's 30 frames. It's not 60. They only released the gameplay reveal in 30 frames, even on their official YouTube channel at 4K resolution. Look. You gotta love how people make excuses. Oh, that's because you're watching it on X. So I go to the source and it's still 30 frames. So they actively chose to promote the gameplay of their game at a low frame rate. That's bad. 5-minute video at 4K resolution. It's still at 30 frames. Awful.
Marathon is a team-based extraction shooter set around the mysterious and cutthroat world of Tau Ceti 4.
What does that mean? Extraction shooter, exactly. Does anyone know what that means? I'm not familiar with the term extraction shooter.
You are a runner, a cybernetic mercenary who's given up their human form for a biosynthetic shell with unique abilities and stats, capable of both tactical and fast-paced combat. Here you'll fight in a crew of up to 3 players across a variety of zones and points of interest. You'll face rival runners in zones of up to 18 players, countless security forces, and otherworldly threats.
So it's team-based. You fight both other people and NPCs at the same time. So you're going to be fighting generic guards and aliens, but also other humans, right? Okay.
To scavenge the remains of a lost colony for glory and fortune. The environments of Tau Ceti 4 are filled with weapons, materials, and equipment you can scavenge throughout the map. Before deploying, you'll strategically build your loadout and select a runner to ensure you're equipped for the run ahead. Your objective is simple. Get in, gather as much loot as you can, and make it out alive. Die, and all your gear will be up for grabs. Survive, and your loot can be taken into future runs as you grow in power and fill your vault. Death is inevitable, but it's never the end. Think quickly on your feet and outplay your opponents, and in your next run, you and your teammates will be the ones coming out on top.
So there's no story whatsoever. It's just going to be a repetitive, grindy, jump in with other people, a la, say, Apex Legends. Try to survive, get some loot. Great, good for you. On to the next game. Does it seem that exciting to anyone right now? We're halfway through the video. Does it seem like, wow, it's groundbreakingly different? It's just riveting. I'm so glad that Bungie has broken the mold with this one.
And even if you're down on your luck, factions can sponsor you with a fresh loadout, so you can get right back into the fight. Bungie brings its best-in-class first-person multiplayer action to the fore.
Best-in-class first-person multiplayer action? Who says Bungie is best-in-class? No, best-in-class is Call of Duty. Call of Duty is the best competitive multiplayer FPS game. It sells the most every year. It has the most competitions, everything. You are not best-in-class. It's a completely false statement what they just said right there. I mean, they were best in class in the 2000s with Halo. It's been a long time since then, Bungie. I think you're living in the past.
Front, dynamic and tactile gunplay, runners with unique playstyles, and customizable builds create highly dynamic and strategic team fights.
It looks exactly like Destiny. Does the gameplay not look exactly like Destiny? It's exactly the same. You have powers, you have a loadout, and you have different classes you can select. It looks the same. It's the same game.
Whether you're on a zero-to-hero run or high-rolling with powerful gear, You'll need to use your best judgment when you decide which fights to pick and how. Because no matter how geared you are, players with skill and strategy will always have the edge. Marathon is designed to be played in crews, with contextual pings, shared objectives, and down but not out, to streamline playing with your friends.
So it's not an MMO like Destiny was, but it's more like Apex Legends where you want a team of 3 at all times, and if you're coordinated and working together and communicating, it's going to work better than if you're just randoms.
Death is not the end. And if you're the last one standing, you can overcome the odds to revive your teammates and get out with your hard-earned loot. And if you believe your skills alone are enough to conquer any challenge, we give you the freedom to opt out of crew fill to take all the glory for yourself as a solo runner. No 2 runs in Marathon ever play out the same. With dynamic events, variable weather, and unpredictable players, you'll have to adapt on the fly if you want to survive. Each run has a time limit, and anything can happen while you're chasing your objective. Looking to unlock upgrades or increase your faction reputation? Slip into the shadows as Void and ghost past your enemies. Search the map for rare materials and profit opportunities without being discovered. Want to push enemy teams and steal their loot? Bring in Glitch with agility implants and your strongest weapons to disrupt rival crews. Running support for your friends, grab extra equipment, shield charges, and a specialized backpack to be the lifeline they need.
Dude, it's been done before. So let me get this straight. First, they made Halo, which actually was something original. It was bringing a narrative-based first-person shooter experience to consoles and a competitive experience on consoles as well, because up to that point, consoles weren't able to do first-person shooters, right? So Halo innovated. And they just ran with that formula for the longest time, right? Then they made Destiny. And literally Destiny was Halo, but with MMO elements. But it was still Halo. They even admitted, if you ever saw, there's a great documentary that was done about the development of certain games, and Halo was actually one of them. And literally, inside their development rooms, as they were making Destiny, as Destiny was almost done, they looked at the game, and all the people running admitted they just made Halo a second time, and they're like, maybe all we were good at is making Halo, you know? So now here we are, another 10 years later, after Destiny, and they're making Marathon, and you think, oh, Marathon, that's a franchise from the 90s, it'll be something different. It's not. It's literally all the work they've already done up to now, but instead of doing something original, all they're doing is copy-pasting the same assets, the same gameplay elements, all the stuff they already did but from Halo and Destiny, and they're putting it into a team-based survival looter-shooter a la Apex Legends. So again, they're not doing anything new. They're not doing anything original. They're not breaking the mold. They're not even trying. This is low effort, very low end stuff, in my opinion. Even the graphics, oh, they're different. No, they're easy. Take a look. There's no textures on that wall. It's just neon green. There's nothing on it. They purposely made the game low red, like low texture, low detail, probably to make it run better. But I'm going to be honest. It looks bad. All of their preview, this is straight from their YouTube channel at 4K. We're watching 30 frames per second only. So they're refusing to show their game at any kind of a good frame rate. I wonder why. The game looks bad. I don't like the design of the world of the characters. It's underutilized stuff. No textures. Doesn't look good. Right? And the gameplay is straight up copy pasted from stuff they've already done or that others have done. What happened to originality in game development? Really? This is what Bungie is coming up with next? Can I be honest with everyone? If this is all that Bungie can come up with in 2025, I think Bungie should close. I know maybe a lot of people will be upset at that statement, but if all you can do is rehash what you've already done and copy what others have done, then stop making games. Really? Because what's going to happen is people are going to buy this and play it and act like it's good. Dude, it's the same shit you've already played a zillion times. If you can't make something original, fun, and new and different, then don't make crap. We're tired of shovelware and we're tired of the same games over and over. This is what's everything wrong with the game industry is this right here. Completely uninspired, regurgitated, boring crap.
You're always free to experiment with team compositions, and the only limit to how you want to play.
And you want to know what? Take a look at this character right now on the screen. Do you want to know what this character reminds me of? You ready? There's one word that comes to mind when I look at that character on the screen right now. You ready? Concord. That's exactly what this looks like. This looks like Concord. I knew it looked like something that I had seen before. I just wanted to put my finger on it. It looks exactly like Concord. But here's the funny part. It's Bungie making it. So because it's Bungie, it's okay that it looks like that, right? If it weren't Bungie, it would, oh, this is terrible. This looks woke. This looks like shit. But because Bungie's making it, it's okay. It's okay to make this weird low res, low frame rate, no detail, rainbow colored crap. It looks like someone took a bunch of Crayola crayons, melted them, and just threw them on the fucking TV, right?
Your runner is your loot and imagination. Endgame challenges, ranked play, discovering secrets, seasonal storytelling, community events, and more.
It's all literally, it's Apex Legends. They literally made Apex Legends combined with the visuals of Concord and the gameplay elements of Destiny. It's the worst idea ever. It's the most unoriginal crap, and Bungie should stop making video games if this is all they can do. This is awful.
Will await you in Season 1, where you and your friends will start to unravel the mysteries of Tau Ceti 4. Remember, you're only ever one run away from your next big score.
Now, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. There is an audience for it. It's the same people who literally just play the repetitive, grindy style cooperative shooters online. The people who like Destiny will probably like this. The people who like Apex Legends will probably like this. But this is nothing new, nothing original, and nothing that contributes to gaming as a whole. It's just another iteration of the same stuff you've already seen and done. That is one of the most boring announcements I've ever seen in a long time. But again, watch this, mark my words, because it's Bungie, it's okay. Anyone else would have made that, people would have said, meh, no big deal. Or they would have looked at the visuals and said, 30 frames, no detail anywhere, rainbow color palette, it looks terrible. Oh my God, it's all woke, it's DEI. That's exactly what people would say. Oh, look at that. But because Bungie made it, it's the best thing ever. Right? It's the freaking, you know. But listen, people like this formula. They like repetitive online grindy shooters. You know, I played Apex Legends for 3 months? And I was winning constantly with the team that I was playing with. And I was like, this is boring now. I don't want to stick around for seasonal content and events. It's the same crap over and over. I've been there, done that. I've seen everything the game has to offer. I'm not going to come back for every new character. I'm done with this. And then I move on. But this game, there are people who get hooked on that formula, right? And they are 100% capitalizing on people who like the repetitive, grindy formula. All right? Super DJC says, this is terrible. Extraction shooters are a worse offshoot of battle royales, which are already played out. A lot of Destiny players won't play this because Destiny focuses on PvE and this is PvP. There you go. Did you see, what was the new element to Marathon? Can you name one thing you saw in the gameplay we just watched? That was 7 minutes of gameplay that we watched together. That you could say, wow, that's different. That's new. That's groundbreaking. That's why I want to play it. No, I saw nothing original at all. I saw elements from other things slapped together with Bungie's name on it. Oh, well, it's Bungie, so now we're going to play it. I think that's lame. It's time to stop. These companies need to stop trying to ride on their previous glory because a lot of companies are doing this now. I mean, look at Bethesda, right? They want us to remember The Elder Scrolls games and the old Fallouts, they don't want us to remember Fallout 76 and Starfield. God, BioWare. Holy crap, BioWare, right? That's like, please remember the Mass Effect trilogy. Please remember old Dragon Age games. Because they had nothing. Their new offerings are nowhere near. It's like a shadow of what they used to do. I think Bungie is the same at this point. They don't have any new ideas. So they're just rehashing the same old stuff people have already done, or their own concepts, just regurgitated. That is so uninspired. And again, I said it earlier, that is the textbook example of what is wrong with modern game development. If you don't have anything new or original to offer, then stop offering. We don't need an over-bloated gaming landscape of 5,000 samey games that we've already played, but people get hooked on. Instead, we need truly original concepts that advance gaming, that advance the art form, and make us have memorable moments that we will remember forever, rather than the same repetitive moment over and over as a time waster game. And that's my opinion. You can disagree. I don't think that Marathon looks very good right now.